Hello, folks. Welcome in. I hope you guys have had a wonderful Thanksgiving and Thanksgiving weekend. Ate lots of food like I did, but we're not here to talk about that. We're here to talk about this anniversary box from Mythical Beards. So we're going to bring Andrew in here in just a minute. But inside this box are three awesome scents. Andrew didn't hold back. He brought out the Supreme God. So we've got Odin and Zeus and Amon-Ra, and we're celebrating the anniversary. We're going to find out a little bit more about that in just a second. But let's go ahead and bring Andrew in. Welcome back, Andrew.
Hey, thank you.
Good to see you.
Happy Thanksgiving and cool down from eating too much.
Yes, we got to recuperate from our vacation. It seems like.
Yeah, not enough time ever.
No, never. But we're on the countdown. So I've got like 9 days of class left before exams start. So then you kind of cruise
Oh,
in
perfect.
towards Christmas, and I'm off for a little bit over 2 weeks for Christmas, which will be a
Oh,
good thing. So
nice.
I'm excited about that, and a little time to regroup and all that. Hello to all the folks in the chat. I won't call you out individually here, but I saw a lot of people chatting there behind the scenes as things were coming up. We got 21 folks in here, and congratulations on the anniversary here. So
Thank you.
tell us a little bit
Thank
about the anniversary, and we'll get into our box set.
All right, so it's been about 2 years of Mythical Beards. I did have the brand before this, but Mythical Beards I started selling almost 2 years to the day. That was my first order, um, and then just kind of really changed who I was as a beard business owner. So it's pretty exciting to see where I've come from in the last 2 years, just how much I've worked on what I blend and how I make the products, and even honestly, even the blends are completely different from 2 years ago.
One of the best filling blends on the butter and the oil and the balm. Now that you've revamped that a little bit, I really love the way that balm feels
Thank you.
and holds as well. It's interesting how you get a such a good buttery feeling out of a balm. Plus, you get the
Thank you.
hold with it. So, excellent job on that. Love the reblend on the two oil, the emu and the original blend that you redid. I
Yeah,
really
thank you.
enjoyed that. And let's go ahead and talk about this special anniversary box. This is a very limited thing. No codes are available to use on this. So just to let you guys know, I did put a link in the chat there you guys can use for it. But we have an anniversary box, and there's three different configurations of the way you can get these scents. One of them actually does not include the box. But let's talk about, first of all, here what we've got. So we've got our three characters. We've got Zeus and Odin and Amon-Ra. And Zeus, and to me, they're all variations of some sort of cologne type
Yeah,
scents. They're
almost.
they're they're cologne. They're big scents. They are very good scents, and we'll get into the details to it. But let's go and kind of just read over this, and we'll talk
Sure.
about the different configurations and all of that stuff, and then we'll do a deep dive in each scent. But we got Zeus, which is ozone, amber, and old woods. We've got Odin, which is dark tobacco, cologne, plum berry. And we've got Amon-Ra, which is Egyptian fig, or excuse me, Egyptian musk, fig, and charred wood. And I have all of those here in the oils and the butters. All right. I've used them each one about twice, 2 to 3 times each is what I've been able to squeeze in here with all the other scents and stuff I've got coming in. And the three different options, one of them is you can just get all three oils. And that will not come in the nice box here, the special limited edition box. If I remember right, that is $75. Am I right with that?
Correct.
Okay.
Yep.
All right, $75. And then the other choice is you could get 6 oils. You get 2 of each scent, and then you get 1 butter in each scent as well. And that's $150. And then if you want basically the trio, you can get 3 trios plus an additional oil on each one. So 6 oils, 3 butters, and 3 balms, and that's $175. And that's limited, no codes available, any of that stuff. This is a kind of I would say outside the box, but it's an inside the box thing because we have a special box on
The
that.
the two big combos are pretty well discounted already if you do the per unit math. The
Yeah,
oils,
if you do the math on it and you get the big boxes, you are getting a good deal on that for sure. All right, so got that stuff scrolling. If you want to pick up anything else tonight, you can use the special Black Friday code, which is going along. I'll have it at the bottom. It's BF 2022 gives you 35% off on anything else. And
yep,
they can order all of that at one time and have
yeah,
the box in
yeah,
there. It just won't discount
correct,
anything with the box.
correct.
Great. Holiday scents are out too. Those 3 new holiday scents. We'll get into those in just a little bit. All right. So yes,
Well,
you heard cologne. So let's do a little deep dive into each of these colognes. Now, for me, I've got Zeus in right now. Just put in some butter. So Zeus is the one that's a little less sweet than the other two.
yep,
It's more of a traditional cologne with a little bit of woodsy. It's not really woodsy, but
yeah,
it's the ozone, amber, and old wood. So there's a little bit of smoothness with the amber, but it's a little bit less sweet. It's kind of a
yeah,
traditional cologne, a little bit woodsy is what I get
yeah.
out of it. Andrew, is that what you were going for on that?
Yeah, I was going for a light woodsy
Yep.
cologne, nothing too powerful. Nothing, something you could wear all the time. Nothing that was really out of. I don't want to say nothing that's out of the box, but something that was my take on a milder cologne. And
Yeah, and I think you nailed that exactly. So it's not super dark, it's not super bright, it's not super sweet. It's kind of a down the middle woodsy, light woodsy cologne. I think you nailed that.
yeah,
All right, so this is a limited supply and is not part of the main line. It's not going to be made again, at least not in your plans. Is that correct, Andrew?
correct. That
All
is
right.
correct.
Yep. So this would be a good time if you want to treat yourself. This would be something that you could do. So once again, you could get just the 3 oils, or you could get the big boxes here of things for a little bit better price per unit, but you're buying more stuff. It costs more money. So you just kind of have to figure that out. So there's
Yep.
a limited supply. There's 90 total boxes. And I do think there's a few out there in the wild, aren't there, that you did a little
I've
pre-order
sent
on?
yep. I sent about five or six out to some friends and affiliates to try out, and I've actually got Mick Foley's went out on Friday, so
Awesome.
I got 100 total boxes, so I had 10 set aside for that stuff, and one for obviously one for myself.
And then if you just want the 3-pack of oil, there's 50 of those that you're going to do.
Yep.
All right, cool. So good question. If you have any more questions, go ahead and let us know. Go ahead and hit that like button if you haven't on the way in. So we'll see 21 people in here, 25 thumbs up. So thank you guys so much. So let's go to the other direction. Let's go to amon-ra, and then we'll save Odin
All
for
right.
last. So amon-ra is Egyptian musk, fig, and charred wood. And maybe because of what I thought Amon-Ra was, I thought it was like the sun god because and then I saw the colors
Yeah.
on here. I'm getting, and this might be crazy to you, Andrew, but I get like a tangerine cologne. I don't know where I'm getting citrus from, but I'm getting like a tangerine
Almost.
vibe
Yeah.
out of it.
It's the fig is a little on the bitter side mixed with the charcoal that's in the charred wood, so that would kind of get you some of that bitter citrus
Okay.
uh, that you're thinking of. That's definitely it was. It took upwards of 60 total blends to get the final one of raw because it was so difficult to get right. One was either um, overly sweet or overly musky, and the fig and the musk wouldn't cooperate. And I was bound and determined to force them to come together into a scent.
Is that the one you were messaging me about? It's like,
Yeah, it was
yeah,
driving me
you're
nuts.
like, you're doing a whole lot of stuff.
Yeah, I couldn't. I got uh, Odin done almost instantly because I knew exactly what I wanted. It was just messing around with the cologne portion of it. Zeus was pretty quick as well, but raw I spent almost a month blending to try to get right, sending to people and sending to my barbers to see what they thought.
Yeah, and I really think all of them you got right. So I really do enjoy all of them. Like I said, I've worn them all 2 to 3 times each, as much as I've squeezed in since it came. But this one's just a little bit more sweet,
Yep.
not overly sweet. And good job with the fig. Anything I've ever had with fig in it before has turned out to be like it's powdery. I don't know if it's a fig that's
Yeah,
used in like
it's a
women's stuff. It comes out to be
Mhm.
powdery and feminine, and this is not. This is
Thank you.
just a little bit on the. I get fruit out of it. It's a little bit
Yeah,
of fruity, a little bit of that. I get citrus bite, even though it's not said on there. But you guys like hearing my take on things. That's what I get out of it. I really do enjoy it though.
yeah. Thank you.
That one's a little bit more unique, I would say, than the Zeus. Just a little bit
Yeah,
more unique,
yeah.
but very very
I would
good.
agree. It was after blending musk and fig, I could see why I haven't seen many musks and figs in the same blend. It was rough for a while, but yeah, it's definitely opens up in the beard, especially at night. I would say the same as Zeus too, but maybe just my nose was feeling better that day. But raw, I like raw when it's in beard better than even more than in the bottle.
Yeah, I would agree with that. They're all three super good. And then the last one we have is Odin, and Odin is dark tobacco, cologne, and plumberry. And once again, it's another
Yep.
cologne mix. And usually when Andrew uses tobacco, it's usually boom tobacco. This was not. This is
Yeah,
not like that. So this is more a cologne is what's
yeah,
forward is what you get when you smell it. It doesn't smell like a tobacco scent like some of his other ones did, Black
yeah.
Dragon and
What it is.
some of that other stuff. Yeah, I smell it again.
Yep. I would agree. It's definitely probably my most balanced tobacco I've ever done, since normally it is pretty out there and potent. But it
Yeah,
was,
it's definitely used as a supporting feature
yeah,
than the main show on that one. And then the plum, it's kind of interesting on the plum. I don't think I've ever smelled another scent exactly like that. I've smelled some that were similar, but this one's got a little bit of uniqueness because it's not. It kind of lives somewhere in between blackberry and fig. It's like somewhere in
yeah,
between there. It's not
yeah.
exactly
It's actually,
grapey. There's just a hint of like the grapish stuff there, but just enough to make it a little different and unique. It's not
yeah,
super dark. Um, I would say that's probably the darkest out of the three.
yeah,
Um,
for sure.
that's the darkest out of the three. Still has a little bit of sweetness to it too, which I like. I don't like stuff that is just all bitter and up front forward stuff. I like a little bit of sweetness to round it out, and all three of those have it.
Appreciate it. Thank you. Yeah, it was definitely something I just randomly thought of doing a box
Hmm.
at some point at the beginning of the year. I was going back and forth as to what boxes I should make and when I should make them. But I just figured now is the time, and I should start with the Supreme Gods, and just can only. I guess I could only go down from here, but
Is that where you're going to go next? You're going to have to go down to Loki and stuff.
yeah, yeah. I've got Hades already drawn out, so why not Loki next?
There you go. You have to go a totally different direction there.
Yeah.
Let's see here. What beards of
Thank you,
Oz?
Mark. Yeah.
Oh yeah, the custom scent works with the Black Friday deal.
Yep.
Oh,
Yep.
cool. So if you ever wanted to make your own scent with Mythical, you can use the code BF2022 and get 35% off of that, which is
Yep.
very cool. I might need to make
Yeah.
one with you sometime. That'd be fun.
Definitely. Yeah, we should.
Maybe next year.
Yeah.
You
Maybe
got
not
the.
enough time this year to get it done.
I tell you what, you've been doing a lot of good work. That's for sure.
Thank you. Thank you. I'm hoping next year with a little less real life chaos, I'll be able to put out some new scents instead of obviously a lot of new scents, but the seasonal stuff, I want to come up with new stuff instead of just re-releasing the same seasonals every time.
Yeah,
Um,
well, there's if you knew it was a big hit the first time, then people usually want it
yeah,
again. So
yeah,
not necessarily a bad thing, but if you can add at least one new one for
something
each
yep,
season to go along with that, I think that's a
yeah,
good idea. So let's see here. Let's take a look at the website real quick, and maybe we'll talk about the new holiday, or excuse me, the old holiday scents are back, including one of my very favorite holiday scents ever, which is Krampus. You guys let me know, guys, if you tried Krampus or Mrs. Claus or Old Saint Mick last year. So those three are back. But let's go real quick where we're talking about the anniversary box. Once again, give you your three options for that. Um, and free shipping over $40. So this would be over $40. So you'll
Okay.
get free shipping on your box. So no hidden costs there that I hate seeing when I go to checkout. I think I know how much something's going to be. It's like, oh, where's this extra $8 coming from?
Yeah.
So if you get just the oils, they don't come in the new box, the special box, but it's $75, and then you can get an oil and butter combo plus an extra oil. You get 2 oils and 1 butter of each of the 3 scents for $150. And once again, no codes are going to be allowed to be used on this. This is a very limited one-time thing. And then you can have all of that plus a balm in each scent added for another $25 more. So that would be $175. Okay. Anything else on the website, however, you can use the code BF2022 and get 35% off. And that's just a holdover from the big stream we
Yep.
did the other night. You just
That
kept it
ends
going.
tomorrow.
Some people kept them going, and some people was stopped at midnight on my sales live stream, and then some just came up with another sale, and they have
Yeah.
a different one for every day. Like they had like one for Black Friday, they had a different one for Small Business Saturday. They got a different one for Cyber Monday. It's kind of interesting.
No, it's too much work for me. I'm lazy.
Yeah, I mean, I don't blame you. That's Florida Man is one of the greatest and most unique scents I've ever used. I would agree with that. I do like the fact that you have some that are very unique, and I can tell that you actually blended it yourself, and you
Yeah.
put a lot of time and effort on trying to be unique and creative, and you just do a really good job with that.
I do have Florida Woman coming sometime in the near future as well.
That's awesome.
I've got let me see if I have my hidden paperwork. There it is. It is 2 different types of tobacco: amber, gunmetal, and lavender.
Oh, that's interesting. I'm interested to see how you do lavender. I typically don't like lavender in things, and I've quit saying that about particular profiles because I've
Yeah.
been proven wrong over and over and over. Because you guys get so good at blending your stuff that you can actually use it to support and not be the star of the show kind of idea.
Yep.
And Florida Man is not limited, I don't think. It's part of the main lineup, right?
Yeah, I've turned that from my Legend series of limited stuff into a mainline scent. I like it too much and use it too much myself to not do it.
Yeah, you knocked it out of the park with that one. How long did it take you to figure out it was a keeper and you knew you were going to keep it in the lineup? Probably not too long, I wouldn't imagine.
Yeah, no, it didn't take long. It didn't fly off the shelf initially because it was hard to convince people that a marijuana scent would be good. But
I tried my best in my video to say it sounds weird, but it's really not. I don't, if it was weird, I'd tell you. But the 3 holiday scents are Old Saint Mick, which is cherry tobacco, and it's one of your collabs with Mick Foley, and that
Yep.
one is definitely tobacco forward. So if you like Andrew the way he does his tobacco scents, this one is a tobacco scent. So good old cherry tobacco there. And then Krampus is one of my favorite all-time holiday scents. It is fir, orange, and mint, and is just a nice, smooth blend that works extremely well. That one, I can wear that one at night, no problem. Right before I go to bed, doesn't bother me one bit on that one. And then Mrs. Claus is pretty much ginger snap cookies, if I remember right. Is that correct?
Yeah, yeah. It was basically I was going for a ginger snap cookie, like a strong ginger snap cookie, and it kind of turned into a holiday bakery.
Yeah, I'm smelling the new one you sent me. I don't smell the ginger as much as last year's. Is it the same? The ginger may open up more in my beard.
Yeah, it might. I might have accidentally sent one that needed to get reblended to you because
Okay.
I dumped it all out at one point, realizing that something might be wrong. So
Yeah, the one last year I liked, but it was just a tad too much ginger. That's the one thing that kind
okay,
of wore on and wore on and wore on. This
okay.
smells a lot smoother out of the bottle. I
Yeah,
haven't had a
you
chance
might.
to wear that one.
I shipped it about a week ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, honestly, you probably got the new one because I when I smelled the fragrance, it didn't smell as strong the first time, but it smelled right when I reblended it again.
All right, so can't go wrong with the tobacco. If you like the strong tobacco scents, there's a few there that Andrew's got. Old St. Mick is one. And then how citrusy is Florida Man? It's not overly citrusy because it's more of like the whole blend of everything else together. You kind of get a smooth out citrus, smooth out orange.
Yeah, I would say it's almost like a creamsicle orange mixed
It's a
with
creamy, it's a creamy orange.
stuff. Yeah. So I wouldn't say it's like lime mint citrus forward, but it's there. It's definitely noticeable. But it kind of it comes at it's the first note you get, and then it immediately starts spreading around to the rest of it.
So Michael loves the Old St. Mick big cherry scent. Yeah, it's definitely not the artificial sweet cherry. It's more
No,
the tobacco forward with the cherry back note, and
yeah,
is more of an authentic kind of black, dark cherry, sour cherry kind of thing.
I would agree. Yeah, it's reminds me of maraschino cherry sometimes.
Yeah. So don't forget, you got different blends if you want to get into the regular lineup here. So you've got your original series. If you guys have not tried the original blend, it is a super thick one. So it's one of the thicker ones on the market, and it is pretty inexpensive as well. Also, if you're into the holiday scents, you like the peppermint, you've got the other Mick Foley collaboration, the Folietti, which I have not tried, so I don't know how strong that peppermint is. I keep hearing it's an Arctic
Never
blast.
tried it. I'll have to send it with the next box.
Yeah, send it in the next box. I've never
Yeah.
tried it there. But let's just click into that so you can kind of see the different prices on things. So you've got Mark, thank you so much for the super chat, my man. I appreciate it. Yeah, doing my best to bring you guys and highlight the companies and bring you guys good information and good deals when I can. So I do appreciate that. It is a lot of work behind the scenes, especially on the one we did last week was tough with 20 companies, but I appreciate that. It's always good when we have good folks to work with like Andrew here. So let's see here. So the original oil is $15.99, and you can get that for 35% off with the code BF2022. So that makes it really, really affordable. And what's do you have them off the top of your head, the ingredients on the original? I can look them up if you don't remember.
Castor avocado, argan, jojoba, meadow foam, Jamaican black castor, pomegranate.
There you go. And it's like I said, it's on the thicker side. It's just a little, not quite as thick as Artie's Man, but it's in that more of
Yeah,
that same vein. It's definitely more than a medium. We'll leave it
correct.
at that. And then you can get the 50% emu blend with the original blend, $17.99. And then your legend, you actually drop prices this year. That's $19.99. You put
Correct.
35% off of that. And I don't know what that gets it down to, but it's really reasonable.
16 and change, I think, like
Yeah.
1601 or something like that.
$16 for the legend oil.
Yeah,
And then the butter is $19.99. And that's what size butter is that?
2.5 ounces.
2.5 ounce butter. I didn't see it listed on the butter here. And then there's combos and all that stuff, but you also have some wax melts and some things. You've got your air fresheners. You've got solid colognes. You've got some spray colognes, body spray stuff. So all kind of different options there. Really good wash and conditioner too if you're interested in picking any of that stuff up. So remember, anything else besides the anniversary box is 35% off with the code BF2022. I'm going to put that in the chat. And it's going to the bottom of the screen too. And that goes through tomorrow, that deal?
Yes, it
Okay.
ends at midnight tomorrow.
All right, cool. What carrier oil does Santa like in his beard? Jojoba. I like that. That's pretty good. Or really bad. Depends on, what mood you're in. Will werewolf ever become available in a body spray?
Yeah, now that I actually print my own labels, it's a whole lot easier to do something like that.
There you go.
And I'm going on the website to add it now.
Now you can pick it up, Michael. Oh,
Yeah,
awesome, John.
I'm definitely thinking about dropping emu and replacing it with ostrich for next year. I've been going back and forth, but the feeling beard seems to be a step up.
It's hard to imagine it being a step up from what you already do.
I sent you an unlabeled bottle, didn't I?
You did, and I have not talked to you about what's
That's
in it. I
okay.
forgot what you. I
That's
think you might have mentioned what it was. So
yeah.
that's what's in
That's
there.
what that is. Yep.
Is it unscented, or is it some their special scent you're going to be
No,
releasing?
it should be unscented.
Okay,
It
it
might be a
is.
little sweet.
It is. Okay, I'll try that out. I wasn't sure what it was, and I've been so busy with the other stuff. Uh, yeah, ostrich. Yeah,
It's definitely a little bit thinner. Not much. It's hardly noticeable, but something about the day after for me was better than with using Emu right now.
gotcha.
Which means that I'll probably, to make my life easier, if I end up doing that, I'm probably just going to get rid of the middle blend and have an original and the legend.
Makes sense. That makes sense. All right,
Yeah, one.
Jerry must have been testing these things here for you. So Zeus is the favorite. Okay. You also really like the ostrich switch in the testers. I'll try the ostrich out next couple nights since it's unscented. I'll let you know.
Thing.
Yeah, and for as far as the anniversary box, I really do like all three scents. I think for me, Odin would be my least favorite, and then Amon-Ra and Zeus, I'd have to go back and forth. Amon-Ra, probably just because it's a little bit more unique. I'd probably give the nod to that one, but more of an everyday scent would be Zeus.
Yeah.
That would be me.
Yeah, I could see that. I use Odin the most out of all of them, but at nighttime, if I'm not smelling anything, I'll use Zeus the most, and then Ra just randomly. So I would say Ra might be my. If I had to pick a third place, that would be it. But I still something unique, a little bit different. That's still on the almost cologne and musky side.
Nice. Did you try the ostrich in your butter yet? Is it working well?
I haven't done that. Haven't had time to get a pot ready to deal with that.
Yeah.
So I'm probably going to end up doing that mid December to try it out. I can't really see it being a downgrade after what it did in the oil. So we'll see.
Nice. Anything else you got in store you want to talk about for next year?
Let's see. Finally getting to release one of my blends I did with Beards and Vinyl.
Very nice.
Leprechaun for St. Patty's Day. I've been waiting to put that one out. I've got another one, Helios, that's going to be an all day cologne. What else? Florida Woman probably will be in January. I just don't think I'll have time to. I could get it done in December. I just don't think I'm gonna be able to. I don't want to rush it.
Yeah, at some point you just have to let it ride to Christmas, right? And
yeah. Adding something else in the middle of all of that is chaos. I was thinking of putting out Scrooge this year, but I think I'm going to save him for next year, unless everything goes well.
gotcha. Well, that could be the one for you need to talk about doing one more per season next year. That could be one that you add in for sure.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of anything else. Nothing else super crazy. I've got at least another dozen scents lined up that I have started, or at least the artwork is done. So I'll be able to keep moving forward with that. But I'm already going to start working on the next anniversary box. See what I can come up with for those ideas.
Very nice. Now, do you ever set up at shows or anything?
I'm finally starting to do so a little bit more. I actually have one this coming Sunday in DeLand, Florida, the DeLand Indie Market. I want to do it more. I just haven't with the infant and toddler. I feel bad leaving my wife with the chaos.
Yeah,
because it really is chaos.
So is the Hydra hand balm scented?
It's unscented.
Unscented. There you go. And Russ Young just got back from his Disney meetup. I'm glad you guys have fun with that.
Awesome. Yeah, unfortunately, wasn't able to go to that. We found out our daughter needs extensive oral surgery for tubes and tonsillectomy and all of that, and she's just not been feeling well. So
I'm sorry to hear that.
Stayed home and Well, hopefully everybody says she's going to be perfect afterwards. So hopefully they mean behavior and not just health.
Get her straightened out. All
Yeah,
right.
she might need a scared straight moment.
Which mythical character would I choose? I'd have to do some thinking and some research on
But
that to try to pick out something.
yeah, you're gonna have to let me know that.
It's a good question.
It's the only way we can collaborate.
Yeah, I know. I'll do some research. We'll figure it out. Sounds a lot of fun.
Yeah, I actually talked to Sean at 8-Bit. I was like, eventually we're gonna have to do a collab. It kind of works together in a maybe an Altered Beast collab.
Yeah, something like some mixture like God of War, kind of something
Yeah,
mixed together.
yeah. One day I'll convince him that we both have the time to do it properly.
Yeah, I don't know how you're gonna convince him of that. He stays
I have
as
to
busy
convince
as you
myself
do.
first. Yeah, yeah, he is. Ugh. Thank you, everyone. She'll be
Yes.
all right. Just toddler chaos.
How old is she?
3.5.
3.5.
Yep, going on like 27, maybe,
She's in the
maybe
know-it-all
28.
stage, right? I think they
Oh
stay in
yeah.
the know-it-all stage.
Oh God.
Ask you 20 million questions too.
Yeah, yeah. The same question 20 million times. Oh man. Yeah, I'm excited. I'm ready for people to start getting these boxes in their hands. It took a little bit longer than I wanted because I was hoping to get them out before Thanksgiving, just so I didn't have to deal with it and the Black Friday rush at the same time. Um, but everything's good. Everything's. I'm glad I waited to make sure everything was perfect first. Um, but yeah, it's. I think it's something special. I know it's buying 3 cents at once, but there is the just oil option.
Yeah.
But
And they're phenomenal scents, guys. If you like the cologne type of scents, you got three good options that are definitely different from each other. And you did a super good job with that. And I had a question on my mind and it just left my brain. Forgot what it was. Oh yeah, you said the tentative date to ship these out if you guys ordered. Did you say it was going to be this Thursday? Did I remember right?
yeah,
The
Thursday
first.
the 1st. I should be able to get everything ordered through Monday of all of the anniversary boxes out by Thursday.
Awesome. And we'll see how many of them you get sold by then. Hopefully you sell them out and you get them all shipped out and you'll be done.
Yeah, that'd be perfect.
Yeah. Yeah, and do please, guys, come back to this video and leave a comment when you get your send, or if you're on Instagram, tag us both on it on Instagram. I'd love to see your feedback on how you think how these scents are going to work for you, because I do think you're going to like them all. Also, don't forget there's been the release of 3 Christmas scents from last year: Krampus, which was my favorite; Old Saint Mick, which is your cherry tobaccos, collab with Mick Foley; and then Mrs. Claus, which is a ginger snap cookie.
Yep. I'm hoping I can get Mick to agree to do another like full blown collab where he is the director of the scent.
Yeah, I don't know how busy he is these days. I know he's getting back
Busy.
out. He's doing the
Yeah,
podcasts, and then he's also getting out to some of these the wrestling
yeah, he's actually in
meetup
your neck of the
things.
woods right now.
Yeah, he was in
So
Winston Salem,
Replicate.
right? I saw a big thing in Winston Salem.
Yeah, yeah, he's up there now. Actually, he's up there with Savage Gentleman and Lady Frost, the inspiration behind Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde.
Oh,
They're
cool.
pro wrestlers too that are at WrestleCade.
Awesome. Yeah, I didn't realize it was up there. I would be tempted
Yeah,
because I've been watching a lot of old wrestling from like the mid
yeah,
'80s. As I've been watching all from 1986 here lately. So all the Four Horsemen and all that stuff.
yeah.
So
Oh,
that's been fun.
yeah. The really good times.
Yeah, it was good stuff. I mean, and I remember seeing the episodes
Yeah.
when I was a kid. I never went to any wrestling show live or anything
No,
like that. But it's
I didn't
very
either,
cool.
but I remember thinking it was super real up until I was like 14 or 15. Just like, oh my God, I think he's dead.
Yeah, I mean, I would be if I took some of those bumps that they take.
Yeah, no, a fake slap would put me out. So I'm not, that chest chop, that just feels like it hurts.
Yeah, that's a good story. Let's Rudy ask about how the collab started in the first place. You've told me one time, but if you want to share with the
Yeah.
folks, that'd be cool.
Yeah. So I'm Savage Gentleman and Lady Frost. Actually, Savage Gentleman. He's been a product purchaser of mine for 4 or 5 years. So even through the last brand, and then when I rebranded, I came up. I was like, you guys, he's been around supporting me forever. So I came up with a scent for him, and I was like, it'd be really cool to put out a set for Jekyll and Hyde. So I made Dr. Jekyll look like Lady Frost, and then Savage Gentleman looks like Mr. Hyde. And then made a peanut butter scent and lavender clementine for them. And when I finally released it, a gentleman by the name of Michael Foley placed an order, and Savage Gentleman sent me a message. He's like, "Did you see Mick Foley placed an order?" And I was like, "Holy crap, it's really him!" And so instead of the 2 items he ordered, I sent like 42 items. And he posted a picture on Twitter and Instagram, and I sent him a message just chatting. And then he ended up asking me if I could make him a custom scent that's just super minty. Um, and that's what he wanted, it to slap you in the face, be minty. And we finally came up with the design and the scent. He was the final say on the scent, making it. I thought I was way past the limit of mint, and he's like, "No, we need to go a step further." And then another step further, and it came out exactly the way it is now. He was the one directing it more so than me with some of the scents that I help customers with.
Very cool.
Yeah,
And then
yeah.
then you got him to do the old Saint Mick as well?
Old Saint Mick wasn't a collab with like or scent wise, him directing it. I just said, what was your favorite? Uh, what scent brings out the best like memories of Christmas for you? And he said it was like the Santa's pipe cherry tobacco. He actually said it was the Santa's pipe candle from, I forget which candle company that doesn't make that anymore, because they didn't want to be, they have nothing tobacco anymore. So that's what I was working on recreating, was their uh, Santa's pipe scent for him.
All right, I got to show. I got to do this for Russ. Mick Foley was a wrestler. Uh, he went by Cactus Jack or Mick Foley or Mankind in the early '90s is when he was really big. I
Yep.
would say. So there's what he looks like. Dude Love. He was in WWF wrestling there for a long time.
Yep. My fantasy team currently, Mark, is beating Barlow the Bearded. So pretty good. It looks like I'm set to win my own. I have a chance to win my own league, so someone else will be coming up with a scent. So that was. I decided to do a fantasy football league, and the winner gets to custom scent the whole 9 yards with all the artwork and everything.
Oh, that's very cool.
Yeah, just something fun. But I know Barlow's getting beat. He thinks it's close, but it's really not.
No, that's funny, Rudy. Your girlfriend's dad looks like Mick Foley, even missing the teeth, just like that. I tell you,
Nice.
he got into that extreme wrestling too, just going through, 10 feet
Oh yeah,
off the cage through a table and landing on thumbtacks and all that stuff. It's like, ugh.
yeah. I
Okay,
couldn't imagine that at all.
me neither.
Ugh. Yeah,
Um,
that
so
could
you
suck.
had a few cents that left the lineup,
Yep,
right?
yep.
And some people, I'm sure people, but oh, that was my favorite, and then they,
Yeah,
well, you
yeah,
weren't ordering it, so
yeah. Exactly. The Black Dragon, I still got some orders on. I didn't get rid of it because it wasn't moving. I just have so many other scents, and Black Dragon, although it was really good, was on the darker side.
it was very
And
dark.
every time, like at markets or whenever somebody in person smells it in front of me, Dragon, the original Dragon, was always the winner. So I just put Black Dragon to the side for now. Um, it'll come back eventually. It's not like I'm killing that one permanently. Father Time, I decided to keep the scent for my dad, Hephaestus, around instead. I didn't need 2 permanent cologne ones. Um, And then what else did I kill? I finally killed Nessie.
Nessie. That was one of my
Yeah,
favorites.
I liked it too. It was one of those unique, like it's still Nessie still sold more than the unscented stuff, but it was supposed to be a limited scent that I only kept around for 3 months, and I kept it around for almost 18 months, and added a butter to it, and it was time. And then John Henry as well, I got rid of.
Well, that's more of a seasonal thing anyway, kind of with the
Yeah.
peaches.
Yep. Yeah. So I got rid of several scents, brought some back. I got rid of all the seasonal fall stuff. Pumpkin spice, General Tom Thumb. General Tom Thumb's probably never coming back. It just didn't move like I thought it would. It was good for what it was, but I don't think dessert scents are my thing or my customers' things. So
Yeah, I don't think they like the carnival scents.
no, no, it was unique. It smelled good to me. It smelled like maple syrup mixed with a funnel cake. But
Yeah,
and then Tatuba out of all of them, and Jack o' lantern. So if anything, Jack o' lantern and Tatuba would make a short reappearance. People do love Tatuba.
yeah, I do too. That was my favorite from the fall lineup.
Yeah,
Have you ever thought? I know you said you got so many scents cooking in your brain. You ever thought about doing the monthly subscription thingamabobber?
I have, and I'm probably closer to doing it now than before. The problem was uh, the way I originally had to print labels. To make the labels even remotely affordable, I needed to order 100 or 200 of each, and I don't have 100 or 200 people that are going to sign up for that
Right.
type of box right now yet. One day that's the goal, but um, for now, I might do it next year if I can get through the initial few ideas first. Um, and I'd probably do a monthly subscription where it's um, cheaper to do it subscribed and then still release it for just the month and get rid of it afterwards.
Gotcha.
Um, but yeah, it was. It's something I want to do, and I was really close to doing it this year. So there's a strong chance, since I do have at least 3 or 4 cents done, designs, and ready to print, I could do it now. I don't think it would look as good as Ready Man's. This is very well thought out and has a whole theme and the map and everything. Maybe the next year I'll do a treasure map or a ancient scroll, if you will. But the first year, if I do it, will be this is the set, the artwork, 1 month only, that type of thing.
Gotcha. Yeah, all different directions you could go with that, with the whole mythical
Yeah,
theme. You could do a whole mythical theme for the year, right? You could do a
yeah, yeah.
go down
Actually,
the
my
yeah.
first one I was thinking of doing was the Knights of the Round Table and Merlin.
Yeah, that
So
would be awesome.
the
My brain's
December would
cooking.
be.
My brain's cooking now. It's like every year you could have a different theme for the
Yep,
subscription boxes.
yep.
Man,
I
that's very
one of
cool.
the one of the notes in my notepads in my phone is just lists of um, creatures and types that go together.
Yeah, can you get
Um,
12? If you can get 12 of
yeah,
them,
yeah,
there's a whole year's worth of stuff.
yeah. There's a lot. There's definitely a lot that you can do um, without having to tap into some of the other companies' stuff they've done as well already. So
So, do you do this full time? I may have asked you
no,
before. Okay,
no.
I wasn't sure.
I, I'd like to get it to the point where it's big enough that my wife could quit her job and I
Yeah,
can do it.
so she stay with the
And I can do
kids.
my job. Yeah, yeah. I'm not a stay-at-home dad type, so that's. Um, but I love my day job, so that's makes more sense.
What do you do,
We're
if you don't
close.
mind saying?
I sell automated storage, material handling to warehouses, distribution centers, and libraries.
Gotcha.
Yeah, a lot of fun. A lot of I've seen every portion of a F-14 being built in
Wow.
various parts of the country. I've visited the plant that a large plant that supplies cookies to a large chain. Those are that one was my favorite site visit by far.
Sounds like it.
Yeah, the fresh cookies at the end of the line is the most magical site visit I've ever been on. But One day I'll have to make a snickerdoodle scent just to remind me of that day.
Let's do a quick recap here. We'll see if there's any questions, and we'll go
All
ahead
right.
and get off here. We
Sound
don't
good.
need to say the same thing 12 different times, but we've got the
Yeah.
brand new anniversary box that is now available to order. Those are going to be shipped out if you order tonight. There's planned to be shipped out on Thursday, on the 1st. And
Yep.
there's 3 different options here, and no codes are going to be available on this one. So what you see is what you get there for the price, and it's very limited. I know that there was 100 boxes, I think you said. Is that right? 100 boxes? There's
Yeah, I had
90
100
left.
total boxes, 90 that were going to be sellable,
So
and I've
90
sold.
boxes, and then there's 3. You can also get just the oils by itself. There's 50 of those that's going to be available. So you can get the 3 oils, which won't come in the fancy box. That's $75. You can get 2 of each oil and a butter of each scent there. So 9 products total, 6 oils, 3 butters. That's $150. And then add 3 balms to that, and eat 1 in each scent, and that's
Yep.
$175. 3 awesome cologne takes, Zeus, Odin, and Amon-ra. Zeus is Odin, Amber, and Old Woods. It's kind of a light woodsy cologne. Odin is a little bit darker, dark tobacco cologne and plumberry. You get a little bit of fruit on there with that. And then the Amon-ra is Egyptian musk, fig, and charred woods. And that's to me, it's got a little bit of a citrus note to it, but it's the fig and the charred woods there working
Yep.
with each other. So that's what's available. Anything else from the website? There's also the awesome Black Friday deal still going on through tomorrow, and that is the code BF2022. You can save 35% off of some already good prices. And then we also have the 3 re-released holiday scents from last year. There's Krampus and Mrs. Claus, and then Old Saint Mick, which is a cherry tobacco. So that's what's all available. Lots of cool stuff coming for next year for 2023. And Andrew, do you have anything to add to that, or anything else you want to say before we get off of here?
No, I think I appreciate doing this with me tonight, and I'm really happy that that you like the scents.
Oh, I really do. I really do like the scents. And I'm assuming for the Old Saint Mig, you can get it in any of
All three.
any of the
Yep,
blends, right?
it's in all
Yeah.
three currently. Yep.
Yep. So it's in all 3. I'll show you. You just go to Old Saint Mick right here, and you just click on whichever one you want. So the original,
Right.
or the 50% emu, or the legend. So, and you can get 35% off of that, which makes it a very good price. Yeah.
Thank you.
And they are fantastic, Russ. Take my word for it. He does. Russ asks my opinions on stuff a lot. So they're great
Perfect.
scents. All right, guys, that's all we have for this evening. So check out that anniversary box and those 3 awesome scents. Check out everything on the website. See what you want to order, and then place your order. And let us know when you get your order in, how you like everything. Tag us on Instagram, or come back to this video and put a comment in. And we want to thank you all. Hope you guys have had a great start to your holiday season with Thanksgiving. And you never know, right around the corner here, it'll be Christmas. By the way, we're not doing any more beard content streams for the rest of the year that I know of, unless
Uh-oh.
somebody contracts me one. But I've had people ask me about this, for a lot of people. My students ask me, people on Facebook ask me, and people in the beard community have asked me, when are you going to do your karaoke streams? Are you going to do the Christmas karaoke streams? Yes, we are. So the next 3 Sundays is the plan. We're going to come back here at the same time, 7 o'clock, and we'll do an hour of Christmas holiday hits for
Awesome.
you. So we'll do You're a Mean One, Mr. Grinch. We'll do It's the Most Wonderful Time of the Year, Bing Crosby, whatever else. I really love all those songs from like the late 40s with the big band, and then the 50s and with the rock and roll and the rocking around the Christmas tree, and the 60s with the Motown. I just really love that. I hear the kickoff to the songs, and it just makes me relive my youth, even though I'm not quite that old. I was growing up. I grew up in the 80s, but those are just what comes in my pops in my head
Yeah.
when I hear those. You like the holiday Christmas songs, Andrew?
Yeah, I am Jewish,
Mm-hmm.
so they have grown on me over the years. Uh, I tend to listen to Buble a lot.
Oh,
Uh,
Buble.
yeah, yep, Buble, country Christmas music, and I would say probably like the 70s, 60s, 70s types of Christmas music, but whatever my wife wants to listen to when it comes to Christmas music is what's on, as long as it's not Mariah Carey.
Yeah.
That's
You got to draw the line somewhere. That's a
yeah.
that's a good place to draw it because you hear it enough anyway. So
Oh god, so many times. It's too many.
he's not a fan of Christmas music, but he'll watch me for some of it. He'll pop in
There
and
you
say
go.
hello. I appreciate that. E. We have fun if nothing else. But anyway, I hope you guys can come back next week and join me. We'll have a little Christmas cheer on that and check out Mythical Beards. And we'll be seeing you
Please
soon,
do.
guys. Thank you.